Hi everyone, it's Lindey. Welcome back to my channel. I am in my car because I am out sourcing again. It has been so long since I've done a sourcing vlog. This honestly feels really strange, weird, out of the ordinary. So I'm actually sourcing away from home. I am in Oklahoma visiting family in Tulsa, and there is a plethora of sourcing opportunities around here, particularly bin stores. If you don't know what bin stores are, they are essentially Goodwill outlets, except instead of buying by the pound, you pay a certain dollar amount per piece depending on what day it is. For instance, this one that I'm getting ready to go into now, it's the first day of new inventory, so that means that everything is just $5. I think tomorrow things are $5 as well, but then after that the price starts going down. You know, the next day it'll be $4 and then $3 and then $2, and then I think they do like a 50-cent day or a $1 day just to try to push out the rest of their merchandise. Most of the time these places are selling Amazon returns. They're getting truckloads of Amazon goods and they're just basically throwing everything in bins, and you just dig through and everything is the same price depending on what day you shop. And it's a really good opportunity to source merchandise without having to buy pallets or boxes of liquidation. You can actually hand pick piece by piece. But one of the downsides to places like this are the lines and the crowds of people. I just looked over there. There's a huge line of people, and there's even people that brought lawn chairs. I have no idea how long these people have been sitting here. I have been to a bin store before, but it was in Kansas City with my dad. It was something very similar where you had to wait in line to pick a number, and then the number that you were given is what indicated your place in line for going in and starting to pick, because all of the brand new merchandise, they want to give people fair shots. They don't want to just say, you know, the first person that gets here gets all the good stuff. So you get here, you wait in line, you pick a number, and then that number determines when you get to go into the store. Because I've never been here before, I don't know if they do the number picking or not. I just see a line forming, so I'm gonna have to go stand in line. Also, because I've never been here before, I don't know how they feel about filming, so I'm going to try to get some footage while I'm in there. And then of course, if I find some good stuff, I'll show you guys what I got and do a little mini haul within the video. But they are opening up in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go get in line just so I can make sure I can get in there and get some good stuff. So I didn't have to draw a number to determine my place in line. You just literally stood in line and walked in. So I did like that. It also explained why there was people there in lawn chairs, because they wanted to get there first and just wait because they wanted to be the first one to get in there. However, there was so many bins. Even if you were the first person in there, that didn't necessarily mean that you were gonna automatically hit up a bin that was just filled with everything good. I mean, you can see here how many stinking bins there were. There was at least 100 people in here, and you weren't even needing to stand right next to somebody. You could just freely dig, which was pretty awesome. So the bins look like they were pretty deep because they had the plywood covering underneath, but I want to say that it was maybe only 6 to 8 inches deep. You could easily see the bottom of the bins, which made hunting a lot easier. So how sourcing at these bin stores work really is you just find whatever looks like could be worth some money and stick it in your cart. I didn't spend any time looking up comps while I was hunting. It was literally just pull the things out that look like they could be worth some money, stick them in the cart, and then we're going to look them up later. Now, because everything that was in these bins was all a $5 price point because they were literally just put on the floor today, there was a lot of stuff that was definitely not worth $5. I mean, things like measuring cups, Christmas decals, little boxes of random parts that may or may not be worth anything, mouse traps, puzzles, a lot of stuff that I really didn't feel was worth $5, but I was having a lot of trouble finding that high value stuff. I found a lot of the things like resistance bands or recording equipment. Most of it was all, you know, $15 or $20 resale value. So yeah, the prices were as follows. Friday and Saturday were both $5 days, and then Sunday was a $3 day. Monday would mean a $2 day, Tuesday is a $1 day, and then Wednesday was 50-cent day, which I would be really curious to know how much of this stuff would be left at dollar or 50-cent day, because I was thinking a lot of it looked like dollar kind of merchandise. Ooh, that looks like a leather belt. Yep, sticking that in the cart. Another leather belt. There was a Starbucks tumbler that had a giant crack in it. I was totally bummed. I love those Starbucks tumblers, not just for resale, but for myself. But that giant crack definitely didn't make it worth $5. Something else I started to see really early on was a lot of empty boxes. That was a little bit frustrating. I have been to these bin stores before, and you know, empty boxes are usually a result of somebody opening up something, pulling it out, and then just throwing it back, which is frustrating for us because if we find a box that looks like it could have something valuable in it and the item's not even in it, that is frustrating. And then also frustrating because these empty boxes are just in the way, and we want to be able to look and see what's in these bins, and these boxes were just kind of frustrating. A lot of greeting cards, a lot of mouse traps, a lot of face masks. I saw a lot of the same kind of stuff. And then I discovered why a lot of the stuff in these bins wasn't really worth a lot. It was because it was really obvious that they were actually pulling things out of the truckload and pricing those individually. You can see here they had an entire aisle that was all bedding. And then they had an entire aisle that was all small kitchen appliances. And then they had an entire aisle that was all hair dryers and beauty equipment and toys. And things were marked up really high. Like there was this Cord Keeper hair dryer for 20 bucks and this Conair for 20 bucks. You could buy it for that price at Walmart. So I really don't know what they were thinking. Same thing with the toys. Those were all almost exactly what you would have paid at Target or Walmart. And that explains why there wasn't a lot of value left in the bins. That was really, really disappointing to see that they did this. Even if they only just marked it up just a little bit, like they wanted to make sure that it was always gonna sell for $5 or always gonna sell for $10, even on dollar day or 50-cent day. But no, they priced stuff up really, really high. And so that was really disappointing as a reseller for sure. And then on one side of the store, they had all of the health and beauty completely separated, which I really appreciated. Most of the center bins were all general merchandise, but if you went over to one side of the store, it was all of the health and beauty stuff, which you guys know is my favorite. So I spent a lot of time hunting over here. Although a lot of it was not worth $5. A lot of it was, you know, I would buy for $1 or $2, or I would have gone crazy on 50-cent day because most of it is, you know, a $10 or a $15 resale price point. But then I did stumble upon this little black box hiding. And I'll show you guys that here in just a minute, but that was a major, major find. It looked expensive, so that's why I put it in the cart, and I'm glad I did. And then across from all of the HBA was a bunch of grocery, which I thought was really cool. They had this giant long tub that was full of grocery. It was all shelf-stable stuff. Of course, a lot of it was not worth $5, but they had a ton of different coffees and oils, and they even had flats of canned goods. So it was a really good opportunity to get some nice grocery items if it was less than $5. Again, I didn't see a lot that was worth the $5 here. So after I finished looking, it was time to go into a little hidey hole corner and start scanning and looking up comps of items to see what I actually had in my cart that was worth a $5 price point for resale. So this pen that I found in the HBA section was a Venify, I think that's how you say it, Venify Viper Lift Bio Anti-Aging Syringe. So there were wide differences between the listings and the sold. So someone had one listed for $640, and then over here the solds were more like $150 to $240. So that was an amazing find for only $5. After I went through and found everything that was worth keeping, I put everything that wasn't worth it back, and let me show you what I decided to pick for resale. So I got 2 of these Xera Fit Speed and Agility training sets. There wasn't identical comps on eBay, but I did find the listing on Amazon for around $30 plus shipping per set. There was a ton of sets that I could have bought, but I just bought 2 because I didn't know how fast the sell-through rate was going to be. Then these Derma Vials, these white silk recovery human stem cell detox and brightening ampules, they were unbranded, and so I couldn't find the exact comps for it, but I figured I could probably sell them for $20 or so a piece, so I took a chance. These Stress Calm capsules were locked together in a set of 2 for $5, and a lot of the sold comps came from India, and they were selling for between $15 and $20 a piece, and then some of the active comps were around a $38 price point. So I went ahead and picked these up since they were only technically $2.50 per box. I figured I could go ahead and turn a profit on those. There also wasn't a lot of competing listings. And then I did go ahead and pick up these Lubricant Eye Drops. I flip eye drops really, really fast. Normally, I would not be paying $5 a box, but I figured I could very quickly flip these 3 boxes into $35 plus shipping, and I knew I could do it fast, so that's why I went ahead and bought them. And then I picked up a box of 25 small shipping boxes. These are around 6-inch by 4-inch by 4-inch boxes that I use all the time. So $5 for 25 boxes was a really good deal, so I got that for my eBay store. And then I also got a roll of stickers that were just basically thank you stickers, thank you for supporting my small business. I love having that kind of stuff to stick on my packages whenever I ship things out online. These Logical Leather men's black leather belts actually turned out to be a pretty good find. They were both the exact same. They were a 46-inch, and price comps were right around $75 for these. So I definitely went ahead and paid $5 for each of those. And then of course the Venify Viper Lift syringe, I already showed you guys the comps on that. I figure I could sell that for, you know, around $150 at the low point. So $5 was definitely worth it for that. And then I did find this Dyson Air Filter. So price comps were a little bit all over the place, but they averaged right around $30 plus shipping. So I figured for $5 I could flip that air filter easy. And so that was really all that I got. It wasn't a huge haul, but I mean, I'm glad I stepped in so I could at least see what some possibilities were when sourcing in this area. So this place was supposed to be like the best bin store in Tulsa, and I have to personally say I'm a little bit underwhelmed. I think this would be a really good resource if you came to like $3 day, $2 day, $1 day, or 50-cent day. But a lot of the stuff that I saw in there was like unbranded private label stuff from Amazon that really doesn't have a high resale value. And to make matters worse, it looks like they go in and they cherry pick all of the really good stuff and mark those up on other shelves where things are individually priced like $10, $15, or $20. So it's like the really high value stuff you don't even have a chance to find because they pull it out and they price it up. And so all that's left in the bins is stuff that's really not worth more than 10 bucks in my opinion. And I mean $10 retail. A lot of that stuff I don't think is worth $5 to pay to own it unless you really need something like that. That's why I say I think it would be better for like a $3, $2, or $1 shopping experience. I did find a good handful of items that would resell for between, you know, $10 and $20. And I do think that if you could get that stuff for $1 or $2 on those particular shopping days, then you would have a good opportunity to flip, you know, $2 into 15 or 20. But at $5, there wasn't really a lot. I'm just being honest. I did, however, find a couple of gems. I got myself some "thank you for supporting my small business" stickers. Also got myself a 25 pack of really small boxes. That's a pretty good deal on small shipping boxes, which I use all the time. I have no idea what that BioSilk syringe is, but there are some listings that go all the way up to $600, and lots of people are actually buying them for between $100 and $200, so I picked that up. I got that Dyson Air Filter. There was a couple of other like Derma things for your skin. It's unbranded, but I figured I could at least flip them for $20 each plus shipping based on the comps that I saw. I also got the weight and agility training sets. I got 2 of those. I got some eye drops. Not gonna make a huge profit on those, but I know that they'll flip fast, so it's just like really quick, doubling my money. But that is the Metro Merch Bin Store in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If I do ever come back here again, it will be on a day where everything is less than $5, because again, I did see really, really good stuff to flip, especially in the health and beauty space, because you guys know that's my jam. But the issue is it's not worth $5 to source it at in order to flip it for, you know, $10 or $15. So I would definitely come back on like a $1 or a $2 day and just hope that there's as much good stuff. But I hope that you guys enjoyed coming with me on this bin sourcing vlog experience. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this, and I will continue to do them. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye-bye.